Max and the Magical Apple Tree. Once upon a time, in a cozy little meadow at the edge of a peaceful forest, there lived a small, curious mouse named Max. Max had bright eyes, soft brown fur, and a little nose that twitched every time he smelled something delicious. He loved to explore the meadow, scurrying around and finding tiny treasures like shiny pebbles, colorful leaves, and bits of cheese left behind by picnickers. One sunny afternoon, while Max was out exploring, he stumbled upon something unusual. An apple seed. It was shiny, with a little sparkle to it, and it seemed to glow ever so slightly in the sunlight. Max had never seen a seed like this before. His little heart raced with excitement as he picked it up. What a special seed this must be, he squeaked to himself. Max, being a curious and clever mouse, decided to plant the seed right in the middle of the meadow. He dug a tiny hole with his paws and carefully placed the glowing seed inside, covering it gently with soil. Every day he would come back to the spot, watering it with drops of dew he collected in a little leaf. He even whispered stories to the seed, hoping it would grow into something wonderful. One morning, just as the sun began to rise, Max noticed something incredible. A tiny sprout had appeared where the seed had been planted. But this wasn't just any sprout. It grew faster than anything Max had ever seen. Within moments, it shot up and transformed into a tall, sturdy apple tree. Its branches covered in sparkling red apples. The tree shimmered with magic, and Max could hardly believe his eyes. As Max stood there in awe, a gentle voice spoke from the tree. "Thank you for caring for me, little mouse," the tree said. Its voice was soft and kind, like the rustling of leaves in the wind. "Because of your kindness and patience, I will grant you a wish. But choose wisely, for the gift I give you will last forever." Max's whiskers twitched with excitement. A wish? What could he wish for? He thought about all the things he could ask for. Endless cheese, faster legs to outrun the farm cat, or even wings to fly high in the sky. But as he thought more, Max remembered something important. While he loved exploring and finding treats, there was something he always wished for deep down. Something that wasn't just about him. Max lived alone in the meadow, and though he enjoyed his adventures, he often felt lonely. He saw the birds flying together in flocks and the squirrels chattering with their families in the trees. Sometimes he wished he had friends to share his adventures with. So, with a thoughtful twitch of his nose, Max looked up at the magical tree and said, "I wish for something that will help everyone, not just me." The tree's branches swayed as if smiling, and it said, "Very well, little one. Your wish is pure and kind, and I will grant it." Suddenly, the apples on the tree began to glow brighter, their red skins shimmering like jewels. One by one, they gently fell from the branches, landing softly on the ground. But these weren't ordinary apples. As each one touched the earth, something magical happened. From each apple grew a new tree, just like the first, until the entire meadow was filled with sparkling apple trees, each one bursting with fruit. Max watched in amazement as creatures from all over the forest began to arrive. Birds, rabbits, squirrels, and even other mice came to the meadow. Drawn by the delicious scent of the apples, they laughed, played, and shared the fruit, and soon the meadow became a lively place full of joy and friendship. Max was no longer alone. He had friends from every corner of the forest, and they all admired his kindness. The magical apple trees provided more than enough food for everyone, and the meadow became a place where creatures gathered to celebrate and share. And best of all, whenever someone ate an apple from the magical trees, they felt a little kinder, a little more generous, and a little more willing to help others. As time went on, Max's simple act of planting a single seed changed the lives of every creature in the forest. The meadow became known as the Meadow of Kindness, and Max, though small and humble, was its heart. He spent his days exploring with his new friends, sharing stories under the shade of the magical apple trees, and reminding everyone that a single act of kindness can grow into something beautiful and everlasting. And so, the magical meadow flourished, not because of the magic in the trees, but because of the kindness in the hearts of those who lived there. Kindness, no matter how small, can grow into something wonderful when shared with others.